It is a electronic logging device. Okay, so y'all excuse me, my phone about to die, but the electronic logging device, that's your e-log. Okay, the old way used to be a paper log. You still required to have at least 5 books of paper log in your truck, just in case your e-log fail and you need to finish logging your trip. But don't drive too long with no paper log. I think it's you only can drive really I think it's just like, let's say my log go out right now and I will finish I have a load in my truck, so I finish my my log for the trip. You know, as soon as I get this load off, then I need to take this into the terminal, or let's say if you got a Penske truck, you need to take it back to Penske and let them fix that log before you pick up another load. Cause that happened to me before. So you have basically that trip to get it fixed. Once you drop that load, you have to get that thing fixed before you pick up another load. So you can't get caught driving with that paper log for so many days. But back to the e-log. So first, I'm gonna give y'all an example of how a log supposed to look. This is how a proper log is supposed to look. Okay, so all the ups and down lines, I would break that down to you shortly. So we'll click on the log. As you can see, you have a lot of on duty, driving, on duty, off duty, driving, on duty, driving, off duty, driving. So you wondering what that means. So let's go back to the beginning. All right. So this is an example. This is just a log I use for the video purpose. So I think the name of it is Easy Log. You can go to the App Store and download it. Whether you have an Android or Apple device, and you can use this to practice if you want to get used to using the e-log. That is a real company, but you have to have the logging device in your truck before it be able to track your movement. So what I mean about that, I use Keep Trucking. They just changed the name to I think it's Motor Driver. So I use Keep Trucking, and where it works, you hook the device up in your truck, so it track your mileage and your GPS location.
In half a mile, keep left to stay on I-85
It
north.
automatic track when you're driving, so you want to make sure you enter every time you stop. You want to enter what was the purpose of you stopping. Okay, so the very first thing you want to do at the beginning of your shift, once you get in the truck, you want to go on duty.
Keep left to stay on I-85 north.
So you click on duty, and then you hit the purpose of your own duty. So the purpose
Continue
is
on I-85 north for 13 miles.
The first thing you want to do when you first get in the truck, you want to do a pre-trip. Okay, so you just start typing in pre-trip and it'll pop up. Okay, then you hit save. All right, so now don't disregard how this log look. Like I said, this is just the video. This is just the purpose of the video. So the lines on this log are gonna be irrelevant. But when you first get in the truck, you want to do a pre-trip. You want to do your pre-trip for a minimum of 15 minutes. Okay, you want to do your thorough pre-trip. So whatever your pre-trip list required, that what you want to do. If y'all need a more detailed video on how to do a pre-trip, I would be doing that too. So like I said, you want to do a minimum of 15 minutes for your pre-trip. Okay, so once you get through with your pre-trip, when you start driving, it automatically gonna track you driving. Okay, if it so happens to not track you, you'll click driving and then you'll hit save. Okay, but your e-log will automatically track you driving, because it get the locations of where you stopping and starting at. That way when the DOT pull you over, they can track it and see that everything legit. Okay, so let's say you're driving and you heading to your pickup. So you driving It said take an hour to get to your pickup. So once you get to your pickup, you'll go to on duty. When you go to on duty, you click on pickup. Just start typing it in. You should see it. So you'll pick up and save. Okay. So once you get to your pickup, you want to go on duty for 15 minutes. Okay. If it takes more than 15 minutes, just hit off duty after them 15 minutes while you getting loaded. Okay. So like I said, you'll go off duty. Some ELD have it, some don't. Some have it where it say load. So you'll try to find it. You see this one have it, so you'll put load. Okay. So that's why you off duty. So like I said, once you get there, you go on duty for 15 minutes when you pick up. And then if it takes longer than 15 minutes, just go off duty and click on load. Because you don't want to use all your on duty time up. Because that'll affect your shift time, which will affect your drive time. What I mean about that, you have a total of 14 hours shift time. You have a total of 11 hours to drive. Okay, once you get through driving them 11 hours, you have to shut down for 10 hours before it be able to reset for you to be able to drive your 14 hours shift time again the next day. So like I said, you got up to 11 hours to drive each day. Okay, so all right, once I'm loaded, yesterday I started driving. So it hit, like I said, automatic track it. So yesterday I started driving. Okay, once I started driving, yesterday I drive about 2 hours, and I need to stop and get some fuel. Once you get to the truck stop or whatever fueling station you use, you want to go on duty. Okay, you want to go on duty. Okay, on the notes, you want to put the reason for on duty is fuel. Like I said, once you start typing in, it'll pop up. Okay, you'll save it. Okay, so however long it take you to fuel, that however long it take you. You don't have to do it for no 15 minutes. However long it take you to put fuel in your truck, that's how long you'll stay on duty. Okay, so at this point, most of the time, it depends on if it's later in the day. I go ahead after I get through fueling. So the process of fueling, like I say, I do a video on that too. But the process of fueling, once you fuel at the pump, you're supposed to pull up. It's a line at the truck stop. You're supposed to pull up. That way the next driver will be able to get fuel, and you won't be holding up the next driver. So the purpose of you pulling up is for you to go inside and get your fuel receipt. Okay, so what I usually do, I use just as soon as I get through fueling, I go ahead and park, and then I go off duty. Okay, the reason I do that, cause like I said, this late in the day, I like to go ahead and take my 30-minute break right while I stop the fuel, so that saves me time. That if I'm on a tight schedule, I don't have time to take a 30-minute break. But you don't have to take a 30-minute then. You can take it whenever it requires you to take a 30-minute break. So if I was to take a 30-minute break, I click on off duty, then type in 30, and you can see 30-minute break on there, and then hit save. Okay, so you know, once that 30-minute break is up, of course you want to take a full 30-minute break off duty. Because if you just say you take 25 minutes and then you go on, you start back driving, it's not going to track you as taking a 30-minute break. So you want to make sure you take a 30-minute break before you start driving. Okay, so yes, say we start back driving, guys. All right, so once you start back driving, I'm trying to think of some stuff might happen in between. Yesterday, if you get pulled over by a DOT, so that's Department of Transportation. So yesterday, they pull you over, so you'll go on duty. And the reason why, just put DOT inspection, as you can see right here, and save. Some other stuff might happen while you driving. Yesterday you had to stop. Yesterday you had to you driving and you end up hitting them brakes kind of hard or whatever, and you feel like your load shifted. So if you have to stop, so you'll go on duty and you'll check your load. I think you should say load check. There you go. Just a load check. Okay. So those are the things you can go on duty for. So like I say, each time you stop, you want to make sure you document why did you stop, and it automatic gonna track on where you stopped at, cause that automatic check, it automatic track that. So let's see. I think that cover everything within the shift. Besides, you know, once you get to the end of the shift, you know. So once you get to the end of the shift, that's after you done draw your 11 hours. Okay. You want to go off duty. Okay. So yeah, say you at the truck stop and you stopping for the night. You want to go off duty. Most the ELD have a rest break on there. Okay, so this one don't. I'm gonna show you what this one has. So just put off duty. Just put off duty and say, okay, so you want to make sure you go off duty for 10 hours. Make sure you hit save. I know a lot of drivers will click on off duty and don't put save, and when you wake up in the morning, it show you was on duty for 10 hours or however long you stop. So you want to make sure you go off duty at the end of your shift and put save. Okay, so like I said, on this ELD, it has sleeper brief. Of course, I'm a box truck driver, so I don't have no sleeper. So you don't use sleeper brief, you use off duty. Cause some might get a hotel, some might sleep in a cab. I'm the one who sleep in the cab. I get a hotel on the weekend. Okay, so to backtrack on everything I just covered. The beginning of the shift, when you first start driving, you want to get in the truck, go on duty, before you can do a pre-trip. Once you do your pre-trip, you can start driving. Once you make it to your pickup location, you want to go on duty before you can do your pickup. Okay, so for your pre-trip, your pickup, and your drop, you want to make sure you go on duty for 15 minutes. Okay, so everything else, it depends on whatever time, however long it take you to do whatever you're doing. Okay, so once you do your pre-trip, and once you start driving, and once you get to your location, and you do your pickup, and if your pickup take more than 15 minutes, you'll click off duty until however long it take you to get loaded. And once you do that, you will of course get loaded. Then you start driving. And then if you have to stop for fuel, you'll click on duty once you get to the truck stop and start fueling. And then however long it takes you to pump the fuel, that's when you start driving again. And then like I say, when it's time to take your 30-minute break, you stop, you click on off duty and click 30-minute break. And then once your 30 minutes up, you can start driving again. And either if you're dropping off the load, or yesterday you drop off the next day, once you drive your 11 hours, you have to stop for the night for your break. You have to take a 10-hour break. Okay, so after that, yesterday you drove throughout the week, so come Friday, come the weekend, okay, you have to take you a 34-hour reset. Okay, you have to shut down for 34 hours in order for you to reset your 60 hours drive time for the week. Okay, so you want to make sure you track that and know what time you need to stop. So usually I get a load. If you get a load on Friday, most likely that load not gonna drop to Monday. So what I like to do, I like to it depends on where it's going. I pick up the load on Friday. I like to go ahead and drive to where I'm going, or get close enough. That way I could shut down and take my 34-hour reset on Saturday and Sunday. That way, come Monday morning, I have a fresh set of hours to
in a half
drive.
mile, keep left at the fork.
We're gonna go back to the log. This is the log that how you supposed to look. You see how everything look on that log? That pretty much how your log gonna look from a day-to-day basis. Like I said, we'll get more into detail on it. We'll click on it, and as you can see, each time that I stop, it have the reason why I stopped. So let's just go in the middle. So let's say right here on duty. Okay, you see it's a pickup. Okay, off duty. Yes, it's a load. Okay,
keep left at the fork.
On duty, it's a fuel. Okay, start driving again. Off duty, it's a 30-minute break. So everything I just talked about that's how it's supposed to look on your logbook. So you start driving again on duty. You just say you dropped off your load, okay? Off duty. That's how long it took them to unload it. You start driving again, and then at the end, it's off duty. That when your shift is over with. So that's just a little training video on how to use your ELD. If you need a more detailed video, just comment below and I will make another video for you specific to explain whatever your question is. So y'all just continue to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Like I said, I have a lot of training videos coming up in the near future. So I want y'all to stay tuned to see what video I'll be posting next. As always, I just want y'all to stay blessed and continue to follow us on this journey. I thank y'all for watching. Stay safe.